Wanna be a boss? Let's talk business. Let's talk fashion. Let's talk health, fitness, community, lifestyle, and finance with Boss Up Houston, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. It's Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.
Hello, everyone. Y'all know how we do. It's your girl, Shamir Bacon, Miss Bacon, baby. And it is Boss Up Houston Talk Show. And I have the bosses in the building with me. Listen, we serving y'all today, okay? We have colors, hats, listen, legs. Okay, we are serving y'all today. And today's show is Keep That Same Energy. Come on here. Now, the energy in this room is fire, so y'all better get ready for this show today. Right. Keep that same energy. And we're just talking about winning. We want to be winning on every level, in every essence of a woman, right? Mm-hmm. So, you just got to keep that same energy in everything that you go into, in every conversation, in every situation, in every business deal. You want to keep that same energy. All right. So, Brina, how was your week?
Long.
And busy always,
Look,
right?
I'm recovering from last weekend. And when you get up in age, you can't hang like that no more.
Right? You like, wait a minute, need to recuperate.
I had to rethink, do I want this life?
Am I about that life?
Exactly. I'm like, do I really need to do this?
But it's worth it, right?
It is.
The energy that you get, the energy that you feel from accomplishing things and experiencing things.
That's the best part.
Yes.
Experiencing and just being able to live that life and being able to do it.
Yes.
So,
grateful, right?
Yes.
Thanking God for the opportunities that He provides us.
Exactly.
Even, just to give back and also to experience that with other great entrepreneur women, right? Mm-hmm. Roxy, how was your weekend?
Busy. Like it like flashed before my eyes.
Yeah.
I started a new project and it just really kind of grounded me, shook me up and then grounded me. Said, okay, I can do this.
Get it together.
Yes. Trying to keep that energy going.
Yeah.
Trying to, make sure I love, kind of pairing up with other women and doing projects, and so I'm working with this dynamic woman who is like a little freaking firecracker. And so being in, when you're next to someone who's doing something, who's vibrating that energy.
Come on, vibration.
That's how you grow.
Yes.
That is how you grow.
It was a little uncomfortable. It's still a little uncomfortable, but you have to kind of step outside of yourself to make it to that level, to get back on, to get on that vibration.
That vibration. I love it. Yes. And baby, the energy of that shirt. the energy in this room. Y'all don't understand right now. Kadori, how was your week?
Oh my gosh, I had a great week. Still vibing off of our Hindy's Mother's Day event last Saturday. All of us was there. It was awesome. Still getting great reviews from it.
Yes.
I'm happy everybody else was happy.
I know, right?
Yeah,
It was
good time.
listen, you came in with that hat.
Ooh.
Look,
I was like, she's serving you that hat, honey. Yes. Okay. Keep that energy.
yes.
I love it. I love it. So, you guys, we're going to be talking about different things on energy, vibration, and synergy. You know, putting the energy in the atmosphere. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is checking temperatures. How many times have you gone into a room and you really don't know people, so you kind of check the temperature? You know, you go to a side of the room that you feel most comfortable, right? Like that's what you do. You check those temperatures. You see who's warm, who's smiling, who's nice in the room. You know, who's looking good.
Yes.
You know what you got on, girl. You know, I might want to vibe with her. You know. So, you know, you're testing the waters and checking the temperature. Sabrina, how do you check your temperatures, you know, when dealing with women or when dealing with people?
It's that vibe. It's that energy.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I start off really quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really quiet because I'm looking and I'm feeling. And I was like, okay, I can vibe with them. But I really vibe with everybody. But when I'm quiet, I'm checking.
Yeah. She checking on it, honey. Okay? Yeah, I think, Sabrina, you have a very free spirit where you can vibe with everybody. I'm not for everybody.
Everybody.
Listen, I think they be checking my temperature. Okay? Like, what's going on with her? Because, yeah. And, nah, I'm at a 98 today. Okay? How you check your temperatures, right?
I think I listen to my intuition, that small voice. For example, with the new project that I just took on, I had been offered other deals, and I was like, I'm just not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it. I know I've turned down about 10 different other little projects that I could have done. Yeah. And then this woman, I mean, she was on a whole nother level. She looked the part, she was speaking the part, and then what actually took it to the other level with me is that she included God in it.
Come on here.
I was like, yep.
That's important.
Let's go. She was like, can we pray? I was like, oh, yes, we can pray. So as soon as...
Did you say pray?
Yeah, come here, girl.
Come on, girl.
Come here, girl. Come on. So, yeah, I mean, I guess that I have to feel it. It's that gut feeling, that intuition. And then, you know, if I feel like God said, yep, this is the one, then that's where I go.
Yeah. That's really, really important. How you feel going into it, how you feel about the whole situation. And I always tell people, you know, pray about your moves. Pray about your decisions. Pray about the things that your endeavors, anything you want to do, you know, pray about it. Then write it down, make it plain. Come on, I'm gonna give you scripture, and then put it in the atmosphere.
Exactly.
You know, that's how it works. And then you'll start seeing things come into fruition. I had a conversation yesterday. And, you know, it was about Boss Up. And Boss Up was a vision. Boss Up was something that God gave to me. I didn't know what it was at the time. But when you start seeing God's vision come into fruition for you, you be like, oh, my God. Thank you for the vision. Yes. You know, and for the ability to put forth the vision through God's will. So prayer definitely helps throughout your endeavors, and you don't know what kind of energy you're going to encounter. So you definitely have to cover yourself. Listen, every morning when you wake, honey, okay, those little prayers that they taught us when we were children, they work, okay? Even if you just saying, Lord, just cover me for the day. When I walk out the door, you know, just cover yourself in that and clothe yourself in that, so that when you're coming into contact with these other energies, You want to keep that same energy.
Right.
You want to keep your God energy. Okay?
That's right.
Because they
Come
will test you.
The testing of the waters.
Be like, yeah, it's a little bit too hot over there. Let me come back over here.
Stepped in the water, honey.
You want to stay on
Okay.
track too. You don't just, for example, like, there's going to be ups and downs of your energy. So it's never too late to do a vision board. If something new pops up in May, make a new vision board for it. Make it plain, like you said, so that you can continue looking at it and stay on track.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Love it, love it. Kadori.
Girl, well, you know me. But honestly, I do pray before anything. Like I said, we prayed before our event.
Yes.
Prayed all through the planning of it. Because we pray every day anyway. And I think that might have been one of the big things that made the difference.
Definitely.
That, in that room, it was just a lot of positive energy. God was
That
there.
energy was
right.
so
And
good.
the whole thing was good
Yes.
from beginning to end. The food was good. The fashion show was good.
Like, I wanted to go back for seconds on my chicken.
We got 1 or 2 bites and then Shamir did.
Yeah.
Got 1 or 2 bites.
wow.
Everything was gone.
I know.
Everything was good. So, so we just, we covered that space. We prayed about it, and
That's
all
right.
the people that were attending were happy, and a lot of them believe in God and pray too. So I think that made the difference in our event. Yes,
Definitely,
for sure.
definitely. I think alignment is important as
Yes.
well. So when even when you said about you had all these other opportunities, right? But you felt this was it, and that's a part of alignment.
Right.
Yes.
When God provides you with the energy to say, "Ooh, this just feels right."
Right.
This just feels good. And sometimes that alignment can overpower thought process, gut feeling, like when your gut is feeling like, ooh, I don't know, you kind of uneasy. When you're aligned with a person to do a purpose or to do a thing, that's always better.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
winning, we're talking about winning. Who's really winning? So I see a lot of people talking about like money and where they're at and status and all of this, and titles. And I don't like labels. I don't like to label things, but I think in some instances, people like to label. So for the most part, labeling or titles or for people that are outside of your camp so that other people know where you stand or where you stand with each other. And so I guess I'm saying who's really winning, because a lot of times we're running smoke and mirrors. What are we really doing? What is really making an impact? What is really helping and moving and pushing the narrative of winning? So how do you feel when you're winning, Roxy? What is your moment or what is your motto to stay winning?
That's a good one. Staying focused, staying winning. I guess I can see my success when I look into my children's eyes. If I could look at them and they look back at me and I see that sparkle in their eyes, it's hard to describe. It's hard to explain. But there's this look that they give me that I know that it's like, okay, mommy, you're doing good. Like, wow, mommy. Like, wow, look at
I
you.
love that.
Like,
Yeah.
So that's the best way that I can describe it.
Because they're happy that you're happy.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I can see it and I can feel it, and everything kind of just moves a little bit better.
That energy.
Yeah.
Listen,
Exactly.
keep that same energy. When you're happy and when you're happy doing
It
something,
exudes.
oh my goodness, it's just so much.
And it's catchy.
better.
When you're around happy people, you're happy.
Right.
When you get that with down people, you're like, oh,
Like, what's really going on?
like, why do I feel like this? And
Yeah.
because the energy catches on.
Yes, that's true. That's true. How do you keep your winning spirit going?
Look, if you walk in your purpose, you're winning. That is, when you walk in your purpose, you are so fulfilled. that you don't need validation, you don't need labels.
Come on here.
You don't need none of that because you're happy with yourself.
Yeah.
And so that's my goal is, you know, to be a light in this dark world. And as long as I'm walking in that, I'm happy. If I put a smile on somebody's face, I'm happy.
Yes.
You know? So if I do right by people, I'm happy. I can sleep at night.
Yes.
That's right.
So, and that's how I walk in my purpose. And I'm happy, and I keep that
Same energy.
Yes.
Come on.
Energy.
Keep that same energy, honey. Come on, Kadori. Tell me how you winning, girl.
I don't base it on anything external because I've seen, of course, we just came out of the pandemic. So
Right.
I feel like if anybody's still here, you definitely need to be figuring out what your purpose is because you're not just here by chance.
Right.
You're here for a purpose. And I look at any form of success or winning internally. It's what I feel about it because so many years I looked to see what other people said or what they felt about it, and I found out those people were lost themselves.
Yeah.
So I don't look for anything externally. It's all about internally. So when I make goals or visions or whatever I want for myself, I just pray about it and I just walk in that. And I just make it about me because it honestly, your life is about you at the end of the day. So that's what I do. I don't base it on anything, any external validation or anything anybody else has to say about it. Because people change from day to day. You
Come
know what
on
I'm saying?
here.
Yes.
Even the most successful people,
Temperature.
you're not a fan, clapping for you one day.
Flipping the script.
Huh?
Then they hear a rumor that same day, by the end of the day,
Right.
they're
It's
in
something
the
totally
same
different.
day.
Like, what is happening today?
Yes, today.
And people will talk about you and not even know your purpose or how you got there, but just put a label on you for nothing.
Because they don't know their
That's good. The assumption.
Yes.
Stop assuming. First of all, if you don't know a person, you don't know their story, you don't know their journey. A lot of times we look at people and we see the end product. You don't know what that person went through. We've been through so much turmoil, but we make it look good when we come to this setting because our purpose is to feed good energy into the atmosphere. But that's our purpose. That's not our story.
Right.
And so you have to not assume that people are at a level or even in business, you can't assume that things are happening or that things are what it is, what you see. Because a lot of times that's an end product of a long journey, right?
Yeah.
Also, you don't want to put off your fears on people. Sometimes I think a lot of those hesitations or what we fear or what if I would have listened to everybody and everybody's fears on what I needed to do, I wouldn't be at this moment. I wouldn't be at this point and level in my life because I'm fearless.
Right. You are.
If something if I say I'm gonna do it, honey, it's gonna get done by any means necessary.
I remember when you asked me, you was like, we're gonna do another episode, and I was like, yeah, no, I think that I'll just pass this time, Chimere. I'm not gonna do this time. And she's like, Roxy. And you were like, you showed me, kind of where I fit in to the picture, and I was like, okay, let me stop being scary. Let me step outside of my comfort zone. And now
You need them type of friends.
Yes.
Because even myself, I used to talk down. I'm like, I can't do that. I can't be in front of the camera. Oh, I'm too shy. I used to talk my own self down until my friend was like, you got this. It's in you. And now look at me. So I'm just like, I had it in me. But then I had someone to tell me, oh, no, you can't do it. And then it made me think like, oh, I can't do it.
Right.
So it's all about who you have in your corner.
That's right. And you should have those friends that tell you the truth, that encourage you, that uplift you, and that will also help you through something. I dislike, and I don't want to say hate, but I dislike people that have something to say all the time, but have no resolution or no instance to help.
They like to complain.
Yeah,
Some people love to complain.
it's redundant. It's like, okay, So are you saying that really for constructive criticism, or are you just talking?
Right.
And then most of the time, those are the people that are doing nothing.
Nothing. That's why it's so important to look at that circle. You know what I'm saying? Most celebrities that are successful, they said if you look at the 4 people closest to you, if they're broke, you're gonna be the 5th. If you look at the 4, if you look at the 4 people closest to you, yeah. If they're millionaires, you're gonna be the 5th. If
Oh,
4 people,
millionaires, honey.
they not living their purpose of billionaires dream, they got all these excuses, you're gonna be the 5th because you're only gonna go as far as those people who are in your ear. Like you said, Sabrina, if you had somebody tell you, yeah, you right, I don't think you ready, you might need love, you wouldn't be where you at. Told you, you got this. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, see?
Yes, keep that energy, sis. Keep that energy. Yes, I love it. I love it. So, y'all, this is Boss Up Houston. We're talking about keep that same energy. I'm going to switch gears a little bit. It is on Business 101. Y'all know how I do. I give you the business, honey. Yes, so we're talking about setting standards, keeping that same energy, and always we kind of incorporate what we do in business in this. So standing your ground, okay? Standing your ground. In business, you have rules and regulations. You have standards, you have policies and procedures. And if you don't, you need to get them, okay? But those are your standards. Don't let people come into your establishment. Don't let people come into your entity and tell you how you should run your company. At the end of the day, these are your blood, sweat, and tears. And if there are standards and policies that are in place, you need to follow your standards and policies. Most oftentimes, us as small business owners, we try to compromise or we try to compensate for things that we don't have as corporate entities, but that should not go into your policies and procedures. Once you start to deviate from your original plans, policies, and procedures, you run into issues. You can run into legalities. You can run into not feeling like you're getting paid your worth. And then that goes into frustration, and then the job may not be finished. So you have to keep your policies and procedures, stand your ground. One thing in business and in life, you want to pick your battles. You want to pick your battles. Some things don't require conversation. Some things don't require argument. So listen, you need to, that energy is so important, even in business, because where a conversation can get heated, you have to synergize yourself and know that in business, stay professional. Try not to go outside of the professional lines, and there's always the door. Hello, somebody. All right, contracts, paperwork, and agreements. Definitely, you always want to have those in place. Contracts, paperwork, and agreements, okay? NDAs, which it covers you and the client. It helps to protect both of you from sharing information or pertinent information that your company provides solely to the client. You definitely want the NDAs and the confidentiality agreement. You really want that on anything that you're doing as a small business, because this is your creation, is your knowledge and your assets that you're actually giving, and we call them working nuggets. Like it's just nuggets that you give, secrets. It's secrets that you're giving out to help the client progress, right? So definitely have those contracts, paperwork, and agreements. So hey, that's your business 101. I hope you've enjoyed that. We're gonna cut to a quick commercial break. We gotta pay some bills, but you know how we do. This is Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up. Oh my God! I just got through watching a great show on Boss Up Houston Network. Have you heard? They're bossing up, okay? And I heard they're looking for you. Any podcasters, talk show hosts, if you're a writer or producer, we definitely need you. Come aboard and boss up.
Are you a small business owner that is struggling to promote your company?
Our topic today is, what's your status?
Shoot the dice at this point.
You just shoot the dice, roll the dice.
So Hey, how y'all doing? It's attorneys.
Victoria Blanco. I love it. Imagine being televised on a national platform. How about being a host or sponsor on a syndicated podcast? Or being featured on exclusive promotions and interview for your product to your ideal customer? Hi, I'm Kayla Sneed, and I'm head of sales with Boss Up Houston. And here at Boss Up, we like to help small business owners and entrepreneurs advertise, promote, or become a sponsor for one of our television, podcast, or radio shows. All you have to do is click the link down below to see if you qualify. I'll be seeing you soon.
This is Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.
All right. Y'all know how we do. This is Boss Up Houston. I am your host, Chimere Bacon, and I am Miss Bacon, baby. And I have the bosses in the building with me. I have Miss Sabrina Golden in the building. I have Miss Roxy Galvin.
Hola.
Yes. Hola.
Oh, meow.
And I have Kadari in the building. Yes. Listen, I told y'all we are serving y'all today, okay? Serving y'all that energy. So we want y'all to keep that same energy. We're going to go to a quick golden opportunities with Miss Sabrina Golden. She's going to give you a review. What is your review on this week?
So it's with Visage Parfait Spa. And I'll be doing a review on eyelashes.
Yay.
Yes.
So we'll cut to that and then we'll be right back.
Hello and welcome to Golden Opportunities with your girl, Sabrina Golden. And I am here doing a review today with Visage Parfait, which means the perfect face. So, let me show you what she sent me. This beautiful bag with their logo on it, of course. Some lashes, like I have a whole bunch to choose from, and you know, lashes make your eyes just pop. It just is the cherry on top of your dessert, okay? So, here we go. Look at this. I'm gonna wear this one because it's so bold, and since I did like a bold kind of makeup, you need to go with a bold eyelash. So this one is called Lucy. And then we have Parfait. This can go for like an everyday look. It's just natural, wispy look. And then we have Delani right here. That's like an everyday look as well. Yes. And I love the ones that like come small and then it goes bold at the end. It just makes your eyes look so beautiful. Then we have Richley. Look at that. That's more of a bolder look, but it's still kind of natural looking. I'm loving all these. Loving all these. And this one is called Ashland. Look at that. That's more of a natural look too as well. And then we have Leah. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Yes. And then the last one is called Amor. Amor, mi amor, which I do love. Amor. Okay, and then she also sent me some tweezers. And of course, their line of glue. So, what I love about her glue is that it comes out clear, but when it's ready to be put on, it turns like a bluish color. So I'm gonna go back to the Lucy and try this on for you. Okay, so again, we are going with the Lucy, okay? So what you do is you wanna take your tweezers and kind of pull at the ends so you don't break it off. Are custom to fit different eye lengths. So you can see they have like extra pieces there, which I cut off because those will be bothersome if you leave them on. So you need to measure it and make sure it's gonna fit onto your eyes. If it's gonna be too big, too long, then you cut a little more. So this looks like it's gonna work. I'm going to apply the glue onto the bottom and on the top edges. Okay, and you see it comes on white and then it starts turning blue when it's about ready to be put on. So just blow it a little bit. You see the color changing there? Boom. Do you see the difference? Like, my eyes just so popping here, and this is just like, you there? Yeah, okay. And then this one is like, boom, hello. Do you see me? Because I see you clearly. So let me apply the other one on and I'll give you the full look. And I hope you loved it as much as I did. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to try the rest of these. But anyway, hit them up. Tell them Golden sent you. Hit them up at info@Visage Parfait if you want to get a couple of those beautiful eyelashes like this. Or you can hit them up on the social media handles at Visage Parfait Spa on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Until next time, guys, I love you. Mwah.
All right, you guys, we are back, and this is Boss Up Houston. I'm your host, Chimere Bacon, and I am Miss Bacon, baby. I have the bosses in the building with me, Miss Sabrina Golden, yes, Roxy Galvan, yes, and Miss Kadore, okay? Yes. We are giving you some energy today, okay? And we want you to keep that same energy. Listen, this segment of the show, we're going to be talking about how to win with your energy, okay? Mm-hmm. So winning with your energy always starts with what? It starts with you. Mm-hmm. Hello? You have to have yourself together. You can't go into, listen, I read a meme or something, or somebody's post maybe on Facebook where it says, have you ever been hearing somebody vent and you realize that the problem is them?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Where's your energy, sis? Where's your energy, bro? You know, like, at the end of the day, you need to check yourself, right? Absolutely. So that balance and the synergy is important in winning with your energy. Mm-hmm. Check yourself. And a lot of times we're trying to check everybody else. Mm-hmm. Like, listen.
What did it say? 4 fingers are pointing back at you when you're trying to point at somebody else. Yeah. Okay, 3 of them.
Right. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Kadore, how do you balance your energy and your synergy when you're faced with an issue or a predicament?
Well, you know, we was just faced with a few of them last week.
Always faced with
before we had a very, very successful first huge Hidden D's Mother's Day event that was a complete success. Mm-hmm. We had all types of crap coming at us the last 4 or 5 days before the event. Nothing but the devil himself. But guess what we did? We just stopped him right there. We didn't even deal with it. Whatever was coming, we just let it bounce off us and we kept moving. We kept coming up with solutions to get stuff done all the way up until the morning of the event.
Moment.
We were there decorating the morning before the event. Yes. So I think because we have experience now, we know that we can't address all this crap. We got bigger fish to fry. So as these things are coming at you, and they will come, just like in your business, look for failures. That's how you learn. Yes. And when you find the failures, just learn that what you're supposed to learn and keep it moving. You don't have time to stop and be addressing these people over here trying to get all this attention, and then our focus is off the other thing. They were coming out the woodwork last week.
From what?
Yeah, for no reason. And we was like, okay, boom, put them over here. Let's keep it rolling. We didn't stop too long and even address it.
Yeah, and that's one thing you can't address everything. You have to know
Pick
what's
your
important.
Yes,
Pick
yes.
those battles. Some things
Yes.
don't even need to be addressed. Like what?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I saw something on the internet where it said that Michael Jackson, Eminem has said something, made a statement about Michael Jackson. Well, Michael Jackson didn't respond. He just bought some of his royalties or whatever, and every time he performed, he got paid.
Yeah.
Listen, you gotta hit people
I know that's
in a
right.
whole nother direction. Let me tell you how this energy gonna work, okay?
Right.
It's gonna work like this, and I'm gonna be paid and chilling while you still stressed out. So that energy and the balance and the synergy matters. Sabrina, how do you balance that energy and synergy?
It's all about the mind. If you can handle it up here, you can conquer anything. For me, like if something comes up, I'll get really stressed out, but then I think about it first. I don't go off impulse. So it takes me time to process and be like, okay, yeah, I should handle it this way. So I do this whole scenario in my head before I even jump to keep my energy.
That's good. The processing it in your head first. I don't know if I'm there.
That's why people are like,
think
you are
I'm a
so
little
calm.
impulse.
Because I'm thinking, like, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
Right.
So let me just, no, I shouldn't say that. So I have to process it.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Yeah.
real good.
I read a book.
Some people don't like that, though. They be like, well, what's taking so long? Why don't you respond? They be like, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read a book by Joyce Meyer called The Battle of the Minds.
I like
Yes.
That book was life changing for me. It really did help me realize that some of these things that are that I called problems were actually just in my mind.
Yes.
So you have
Exactly.
to. I agree with you. A lot of this, staying focused and keeping on your path starts in your mind.
I think that's what keeps me out of a lot of trouble. I've done it since I was a kid. Just, I don't like that. Like, oh yeah, I like the path she's walking. And that's how I process, and that's how I learn, and that's how I stayed out of trouble.
That's good. And then sometimes in our minds, we make situations bigger than they really are. I've always a big advocate of communication, but effective communication,
Right.
efficient communication, because a lot of times we don't know how to effectively communicate. And sometimes it's just about being truthful. Sometimes it's just about being real in the moment. Stop making excuses for feeling the way you feel. You are allowed to feel a certain way, even if the situation was not what it was after you have the conversation or after you have the communication. Your feeling is your feeling. Don't apologize for how you feel. Right? I felt this way because.
Right.
And if that was not your intention, thank you for letting me know that wasn't your intention, but I still felt that way. And I'm not wrong for feeling the way I feel, period. And I think that's a lot of, people need to get out of trying to be right and wrong. Everything is not a right and wrong thing.
And I still work on that, because if I don't like something, I'll shut down. And that's my processing time. Like, do I want this? Do I not want this? And sometimes it takes me a while, and then people will be like, well, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, I don't know yet. I'll get to you. Let me think about this. Do I want to hurt your feelings or not?
Right.
So, and most of the times I'm trying not to hurt your feelings. That's why I keep a level head with everybody, because I'm like, let me just bite my tongue, and I bite my tongue a lot. But I am getting more better at voicing my
your opinion. Yeah, and a lot of times, sometimes that's just what needs to be done. You know.
Yeah, sometimes you need it. Like if I really come out at you, you really needed that.
Keep that same energy, honey. You needed that. I love it. I love it. I think a lot of times we are in communication with people that we respect, and you don't want to offend or you don't want to. So you know, it is a process in thinking about what to say and what not to say. But I think that in general, we need to have the conversations. We've been trained so long, like in our minds, not to speak on certain things, not to talk about certain things, not to address certain things. And the communication is important, you guys. In my communications major, I studied a lot of psychology. So that's why I can pick people. I know personality traits. Sometimes I'll change up the way I speak.
For different people.
Yeah, for different people, because if you're a person that is sensitive, and I don't mean it in a bad way, but I know that if I speak a certain way, even if I elevate my voice, that'll trigger you or hurt your feelings. When I talk like this on a normal basis, you know, so learning the people that you work with, that you encounter is important as well. So that balance and synergy starts with you.
Yes. You gotta take care of yourself. You got to. You have to breathe. You gotta take care of yourself.
Yeah. I've learned that breathing thing is important. Listen, if you're not breathing, honey, you're not living. Okay? No, but sometimes when I get heated, back on temperatures. But sometimes when I get heated, I learned that I had to just hold on.
Get some oxygen to the brain.
Yeah, you know, maybe I need to walk off. You know, that's why, like, even in arguments, I found that later, like now, I don't even argue with people because I'm elevating my blood pressure for what?
Right.
Okay, and then tomorrow you gonna be on to the next. I'm gonna still be mad. Cause you know, my mad stay long. It lasts for about a week. Yeah.
And I'll be over mine in an hour.
Okay, I'm like, and I don't want to keep that energy. You know, I want to be happy. I like being happy in what we're doing. So learning from mistakes. That's going into learning from mistakes. What mistakes have you learned from in energy and in synergy and bringing back relationships, Kadori?
It's been a whole big process for me.
Not a whole big process.
It has been, because my cutoff game is real good.
Come on,
nowadays.
cutoff game.
I try to look at things on a surface level because I understand that when people come to you, it's not about you. Like, you know, even as early as last year, I would think when people come and say certain things, oh, well, are they mad at me or talking about me? No. What people think about you has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them and where they are in their lives. Even if it's in business, a lot of times the way they do business is how they feel about things and how they do it. It has nothing to do with you. You know, because there's so many ways to do everything.
Yeah.
In business, if we're looking at the same goal, you may come up with 5 different ways to reach it. I may come up with 5 more. So it doesn't mean that you're wrong or I'm wrong.
Right.
It just means that people think differently. So now I just don't even take that on. But if I see somebody that's really come at me, like really disrespectful or whatever, I'm quick to cut them off.
Yeah.
Because I understand that I don't really need you to get to where I'm going anyway. You know, God is.
Because I'm here, honey.
I'm going to find another way. If I can't go through the front door, I'm going to go through the one or the back door,
Come
roof
on,
or whatever. I'm going to get to where I need to
getting
get
there.
without you. Yeah, that's how I am. I'm that type of person. But a lot of people, they're different. But that's just how I am. But so I just learned that, you know, to let people own themselves. I don't try to take on the ownership of people's feelings and their stuff anymore. I just stay in my lane.
It's
And
too
you know,
much.
if it's meant to be and I prayed about it, it's gonna be easy. God's gonna open up those doors for me. It's not gonna be challenging. So when I get too many challenges, I just kind of back off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I say that a lot. Stay in your lane, bro.
Yes, please. please. Stay in
Listen,
your lane.
a lot of times, and this is good, especially for collaboration. Everybody has their lane.
Yes.
Everybody is good in what they
And
do,
some-
right?
yes.
And when you collaborate, let that person
Yes.
do what they do.
Yes.
And that's the best way to collaborate.
Yes.
Find somebody that's good in what maybe you're lacking.
Yes.
You know,
Exactly.
or maybe, you know, you don't have time to do that part and they're the best at it.
Yes.
So, you know, that's good. I like that. That staying in your lane and then also not taking on additional feelings, emotions, responsibilities, things of that nature for other people. At the end of the day, you know, focus on what you need to be focused on and don't let the distractions come.
Yes.
Right. What have you learned from Roxy, from the mistakes on building and keeping your energy?
Staying in my lane, like knowing my purpose, knowing what I'm good in, and doing that. I'm all for stepping outside of the comfort zone and, you know, pushing myself to grow. But when you actually do realize what you are good at, do that. Focus on that. Shine on that. You don't have to shine on everything. I've learned that.
Right.
You don't have to
Yeah.
shine in every single thing, but if you focus on something that you actually passionate about, you're actually good with, and do that, the light will shine even brighter.
Yes, I love that. I love that. And when you focus on purpose, there are things that will come that help and aid that same purpose. It'll push and drive. If that's what you're focused on, things that come will help push, move that full purpose, and it just gets better, and better, right? Sabrina.
Yeah. My thing is just focus on self. People are always going to talk.
Yes.
Everyone is not going to be on one accord. There's always an outcast saying this and that about you. Mind your business. Just
Mind your
stay in
business.
your lane. Go forward. And don't let them hold you back.
Listen,
That's
hashtag
my
mind your business, honey. Mind the business that pays you.
Does that remind you of
Mind
that
the
little
business
girl?
that pays
That
you.
little, have y'all seen that video with that little girl in the back seat and her dad is
Oh my God!
and she's like,
Girl,
mind your business.
That
Mind
is
your
my. Dude, she said, "Worry about yourself."
Worry about yourself.
She
Worry
already
about
know.
yourself.
Out of mouth of a babe.
She said, "Can I help you with the seatbelt?" Worry about yourself.
Exactly. That's what it reminds me of.
Hashtag worry about yourself, honey. Look, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll come back with the end of the show. Listen, this has been a great show, right? We're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. This is Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.
Stay up. Boss up.
some shout outs I forgot earlier. Shout out to Bobby Brisker for watching. Janice Quigley. Shout out to Janice and my boy Cam. Shout out to Cam. Shout out to Timothy Berger. Shout out to my Aunt KK. Shout out to, listen, we have people from all over watching. So LA, Miami, New York, New Jersey. Shout out to Charles Williams with CBS and WEG Entertainment Media. Thank you guys definitely for tuning in. Shout out to all you guys. Do y'all have some shout outs to give?
Yes, shout out to the Ladies Love Yourselves First group. I
Yes.
know a lot of them are tuning in. Shout out to the people in Baton Rouge, Birmingham, Alabama, North Carolina.
Yes.
Come on.
Shout out to Mama. Mother's Day.
Shout out, Mama.
Happy Mother's Day, Mama.
Mother's Day is coming up.
Early Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Yes. Happy Mother's Day. If you missed our Hidden Deeds Revealed event, we're sorry you missed it. But listen, you need to catch it next year. We're going to be doing this every year, the Mother's Day honorees. It was a wonderful event. We honor mothers that have made impact in the community during the pandemic. Women that are in healthcare, the frontline workers, essential workers, City of Houston officials, Fort Bend County officials, Harris County officials were in the building. We were amongst great women in business, in the communities, and that are doing and making an impact. Love it, love it, love it.
Yes.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. And we do have a few events coming up. We will be posting that on all of the social media avenues. We have a networking event that's going to be coming up at the end of this month and in June. And then we also have a boat ride event where we'll be doing some things where we're celebrating. So definitely we'll be giving you guys details on that. We have a new collab book that's coming for the Real Housewives of Houston. So with us, we're all going to be sharing our stories, giving you success tips in our own respective lanes. We're staying in our lane, bro. Okay.
That's my lane, that's your lane.
Okay. Do what you do. But, you know, it's all in love and it's all to help grow and push and move as a unit. I think, you know, just working with the ladies and just working with all the members of the Real Housewives, we have grown to love each other genuinely and genuinely support. So definitely that book is coming, so be on the lookout for that. Any last comments? Any last words? Hashtags we need?
Keep that energy, boo.
Yes, keep that same energy. Hashtag.
Stay in your lane and mind your business.
All right, Kadori, tell the people where they can find you.
All of my social media handles is at Kadori Brand, CADORIBRAND. And have a happy Mother's Day, everyone.
Yes, Sabrina.
Instagram is at Brina Golden. And my Facebook is Sabrina Golden. Or you can catch me on Golden Opportunities.
I'm Roxy Galvan. You can catch me also at The Nanny Roxy, thenannyroxy@gmail.com.
Awesome. And y'all know I am Miss Chimere Bacon. I'm Miss Bacon Baby _RHWOH on Instagram. Also, Boss Up Houston Network. Y'all better know it, honey. On all social media avenues. You have tuned in to another great edition of Boss Up Houston. Keep that same energy, okay? Now look, catch us next week, Saturday at 10 a.m. We do this every Saturday morning. This is Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.
Wanna be a boss? Let's talk business. Let's talk fashion. Let's talk health, fitness, community, lifestyle, and finance with Boss Up Houston, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. It's Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.